4 previous winners of the BoyleSports Irish Grand National have been trained in the past on these famous Doninga gallops by the legendary Paddy Mullins. This Easter Monday at Fairyhouse, his son Tom has a couple of great chances of making it 5 with both Scoir and Maid. Maid showed her liking for Fairyhouse when winning the Porterstown Chase over course and distance last November.
Maid is the leader and gone away from. In second, brace yourself, and it's Maid in the colours of Rory Larkin, who has settled the bar 1 Porterstown and up towards the finish. It is a good winner here as Maid gets a congratulatory pat from the rider David Mullins.
She went up to 152 in the ratings. She got £12 in the Porterstown. We said she'd be near enough favoured in one of the races, novice races in Cheltenham. She'd get £7 from the likes of Monkfish, and we thought we'd put it up to him if we were getting £7 off him. She could have went for the National Hunt Chase either, but we decided that there was a bigger pot in Fairyhouse, and she won around Fairyhouse. We were toying with the idea in Cheltenham, going to Cheltenham, but we said it's only 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks odd to go back to Fairyhouse after Cheltenham, and we said it's too much of a risk, we'll just go for Fairyhouse.
Maid was originally purchased by Tom's son, the recently retired jockey David Mullins, and she was definitely a bargain.
Yeah, I mean, David was at the sales. David bought her. I told him there was a horse in the pedigree, Mear, that I thought was the best horse I nearly ever trained, and he just said she was going so cheap. He stuck a bid on her, and he got her for €1,800. So that's how she ended up in this yard.
Maid is owned by Rory Larkin, who's been a very lucky owner for Tom.
He went away for a while, and he's come back, and he's come back now the last couple of years, and I think he's had 15 or 16 winners in a couple of years. He's an extraordinarily lucky owner, and I hope he stays lucky, because if he's lucky, I'm lucky.
We've had this fantastic look between each other, both me as an owner for Tom and Tom as a trainer for me. Back in the day, he rode 9 or 10 winners for me as well, and so we've always had this look. And generally, when Tom fancies one, it runs well, and I've had some great days out with him.
Scoir in the famous green and gold silks of owner JP McManus is also a serious contender for this iconic race after running out an impressive winner of the recent Leinster National at Naas.
It is Scoir and Simon Torrens. On the far side is 10-10 and Mark Walsh. It's these two. It's a JP McManus finish to the Bar 1 Racing Leinster National. Scoir on the near side of 10-10. They're climbing to the finish. It's Scoir from 10-10 trying to get there on the far side, but Scoir is another big race winner for Simon Torrens in the colours of JP McManus.
Yeah, I thought realistically the handicapper had him. He'd won in Wexford in October, November, and I thought that was nearly it. But then he kept being consistent in those races, because he was 3rd, 4th and 5th in all those races, getting money all year. I don't think he contested a race this year without bringing home money. And I think he just came into form right on the day. It was great to see that he stayed on so well, because even though he won races and maybe around that trip, I was a little worried would he stay the actual 3 miles. But the way he stayed on to the line there in Naas, it was great. So I don't think I'll have any worries about him staying the trip either.
With Paddy and Willie Mullins winning an Irish Grand National in the past, what would it mean to Tom to join them?
Oh, it would be huge. Oh, it would be huge. Of course it would. Yeah. I mean, he won 4. I'm trying to win 1, and he was an expert at it. He was deadly at it. He won 4. He probably should have won another 4. Different things. Height to Fashion was second to Arkle once, or if not twice. And I know Brendan's Road was cantering 1 year and fell at the second last or third last, and there was a few other horses that fell as well. We thought they would have won.
Tom Mullins has had an excellent season so far, and on Monday it might get even better.